He has risen. Happy Easter, everyone. Good morning. You know what? I'll still do my low, my highlights, guys. My low, straight up, I can't give out the Blue Hammer Award. I can't. Because for the life of me, I cannot find what the results were of yesterday's game. Like, really, I've been trying to look it up. I can't find it anywhere. Like, I've tried going, like, the newspaper website, you know, the online sports schedule stuff, all that. I can't find it at all. So, unfortunately, I myself am unable to give a Blue Hammer Award, but hopefully, maybe if I find the results later, I'll do, like, a quick recap of it. But for now, I unfortunately cannot give out the award, so that's my low. But my high, honestly, that's sort of arbitrary. My high is the fact that it's Easter Day, it's beautiful outside, you know. This is one of my all-time favorite holidays for a reason, because I really do feel like, I mean, don't get me wrong, we entered spring in late March a couple weeks ago, but this right now, this legitimately feels like we're in spring. I mean, yeah, it's still going to be a little cool in the mornings. And yeah, it's going to be a little while before we actually consistently warm, nice weather. But I can never complain. I just love this holiday so much. And, you know, I spent the entire day yesterday with my dad. You know, it was good. You know, we had dinner from Storage's, and I helped, my act of kindness was that I helped clean up everything after dinner was over, because my mom is having, you know, it's going to be a small sort of get together. But, you know, my mom likes to really, you know, clean everything up. So I figured, you know, we better help too, you know. So with that out of the way, good morning. Happy Easter Sunday, everyone. And I do have a new episode of Amphibia to talk about, don't I? So, yesterday's episode was another 2 11-minute segment episode, which, don't get me wrong, I liked it, but I'm actually kind of anxious to get to the second temple. But we'll get to that. I'm pretty sure it's going to be coming up soon. Anyway, with that said, the episodes were Toad to Redemption and Maddie and Marcy. Both were actually quite entertaining in their own right. You know, the mayor, who throughout the series has been kind of a cheap crook, kind of corrupt political figure type kind of guy. But he's been shown to have a good heart on more than one occasion. Specifically, you know, at the season 1 finale reunion, at where he saved as many people as he could at Toad Tower by essentially carrying them all. Which, not gonna lie, that was really cool when he did that. But his ultimate, we actually find out a little bit more about him and how his ultimate goal was to one day be the ruler of a Toad Tower. But, you know, obviously he's the mayor of Wartwood. Turns out, though, over time, he's actually kind of grown a soft spot for the place. You know, in fact, what winds up happening is a representative from Newtopia actually offers him, you know, to be the head of Toad Tower, which, you know, he actually is kind of unsure whether or not he wants to do it. What's even funnier is they give him the option, you can either take the job or rot in a dirty dungeon for the rest of your days. Okay, that was kind of dark, don't you think? I'm sorry, I itched my nose. So basically, it's that kind of episode where he talks to Anne, and Anne and the rest of the Planner family are trying to, you know, sort of sabotage, the mayor's good standings. Like, you know, have him try and make him show he's like a coward, incompetent, basically the wrong person for the job at Toad Tower. Which, you know, it goes like you expect. Basically, it seems to work, but then something happens where it winds up where the mayor actually saves the day, which, you know, that was really funny. Eventually, a few of the, original people from Toad Tower who have been living as bandits ever since Toad Tower fell, you know, they come and try and, like, take stuff, but the mayor, stands up for everyone. But it turns out that's actually not, good enough to be the head of Toad Tower. But the bandit who was trying to rob the town is. Okay. I think I'm starting to see a little bit of how this entire place is corrupt. I mean, they're trying to sort of play it off lightheartedly, but at the same time, it's still something to think about. Like, is this sort of inequality is the reason why, things are the way they are? Like, the toads have to push around the frogs. Yeah. The people of Newtopia feel like they have more advanced cultures and civilizations, so therefore they should rule over everyone. It's a little suspect when you think about it. But in the end, the mayor stays. All is well and good. And we move on to part 2, which is Maddie and Marcy, which they actually play one of the funniest jokes I've seen in a while on it. And don't get me wrong, this show is actually quite funny. But this one really got me, because this episode was solely designed to be about Maddie and, literally the name suggests, Maddie and Marcy, where Maddie is having trouble concocting, her spells because her sisters want to play with her. And she doesn't want to play with her. So basically they take her book and they try and, get it so, because basically Maddie said, why don't you just grow up? So this little sister's trying to do a little growth spell, but it turns out they grow into, giants. And so Maddie and Marcy have to try and, save the day. At the same time, though, Maddie and Marcy are also trying to collect ingredients for resurrecting a fleet, which, no kidding, winds up getting back to life. One of the giant, little sisters crushes him. He's still alive. They embrace. The head falls off at the very end, and they're like, ah! That was great. But the funny joke that really that really got me too. But what also really got me is, for a brief second, it cuts to Anne and Sprig. They're just sitting on the couch, they're laying around like this. Anne's watching her phone. Sprig's just, sort of sitting there. And Sprig is like, hey Anne, you ever notice how, actually, I don't need to sit down like this anymore. He's like, Anne, you ever notice how, there are some episodes of a show where, the main characters aren't in it? And Anne's like, you never miss them. That was actually really clever. The show it's being self-aware. That's great humor. Very fun, entertaining humor. I like that. I like that a lot. Kind of wish you had more of that going forward, but, I'm sure they will. Overall, this was actually quite a very good episode. It's sort of, I guess you could sort of say kind of filler episodes, if you will, even though they are technically part of the main story. I really like how, they actually gave someone because I do like Maddie. She was sort of a one-off character in season 1. She had a little bit to do, particularly when, she was engaged to Sprig for a while, which was kind of creepy, considering that she practices dark magic, which, don't get me wrong, I like dark magic, but, I don't practice it. I mean, admittedly, if I was a wizard, actually, what kind of wizard would I be? I have to think about that. Funny enough, I actually was sort of thinking about drawing a comic. I have no idea what I would draw, but if I incorporated magic, maybe I'd get some insight there, I don't know. But, with that said, we have, I do believe this was episode 37, I think? Hold on. There's been an episode every week. It's been hold on, let me look something up. Because there's actually something I want to read to you all before before this video ends. Hold on. Because season 2 will end with another 20 episodes, just like season 1 did. But I'm trying to look. Okay, here we go. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay. Okay, this is 36. Okay. Oh, good. Next week they're going to go to the second temple. Alright, so not much longer now. So, wow. Weekly, they're just going full speed here. Because I'm looking at the schedule. I mean, yeah, I'm kind of spoiling some things for myself just simply because I am looking at what episodes are next right now. But I'm going to forget what they are after I read it, so don't worry. But I can tell you, I will remember that every week there's going to be a new episode. Like, it's literally saying, like, from now until May 1st, which is when the season finale is. So, okay, so thank you, the month of April. And hopefully after May 1st, the wait for the next season won't be too long. So, that's about all I have to say about this episode of Amphibia. I just kind of want to do something for Easter. Just simply because, hold on. You know, I am Catholic and I feel like I should sort of, you know, do a little something. So, if you're not Christian or Catholic, you can sign off here if you want. But, hold on. Hold on. Where is it? Okay. So, you guys all know I'm Catholic and, you know, this is, I normally wouldn't do this, but this would be like the one time I'd love to do this. Actually, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be too preachy on here, it's fine. I was going to read the appropriate psalm from the Bible, but I'm not going to do that here. Honestly, I just keep things similar the way they are. Just do what I know. I don't want to alienate any of you. So, yeah, it's cool. I mean, you can just, it's Psalm 118 if you're interested in looking it up online. You can find it anywhere. But, yeah. Honestly, there really isn't much going on other than what I just told you earlier. You know, my mom is having company. You know, we did talk about what she was going to make for, you know, dinner today. I mean, I told her she was going to make ham, and yes, she's making ham. She's also doing, I believe, mashed potatoes, a sort of broccoli, cheese, gratin type dish. She's making deviled eggs. She was contemplating on making Brussels sprouts with bacon, which is always a good thing. I love Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts are awesome. I never get enough Brussels sprouts. Listen, don't let like the whole I'm a dude and I'm a carnivore guy fool you. I love vegetables. I mean, I eat them first because I know the meat's better and therefore you should save it for last. But I do eat my vegetables. And, you know, if they're prepared good enough, I'm not gonna care. You know, it's great. I presume maybe there'll be a salad too. I think she'll do a salad. Maybe she'll like either green beans or asparagus or something. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, honestly, I just don't really know what else to say other than this is a really, really great sort of holiday for me. I mean, it always signified, you know, spring was on the horizon. I normally get to see a lot of family. I can only see some of them today for obvious reasons. But, you know, it was always so great to see them. And, you know, things are getting better. Here's hoping normalcy returns by, you know, May 1st. I'll tell you what though, if things actually get back to normal by then, Cinco de Mayo is going to be amazing for everybody. I'm just saying. Although, actually, it's funny that, it's funny. I mentioned Cinco de Mayo, which is May 5th. Today is April 4th, or 5/5. Today is April 4th, or 4/4. So, yeah, literally like 31 days from now, yeah, we're at Cinco de Mayo. Alright, cool. I do plan doing a class in session. I mean, I'm going to start class in session videos again, starting next week, because at this point, spring break would probably be over for Trinity Pauling, or it is already. Which I mean, it probably already is. Just want to sort of end it out. I started late, okay? Oh, excuse me. I yawned. But, yeah, I'll start up class and session videos again. The only classes there are some classes I know for Friday I do want to talk about. Spanish being one of them, which I'll probably do the weekend after Cinco de Mayo. So, don't worry. If you're expecting me to do an entire video in Spanish, I'm not going to do that. I can speak Spanish, but I'm not that fluent in it at all. In fact, every time I do my Cinco de Mayo video, I always do like my intro. I have to look up what I'm supposed to say for my intro and outro via Google Translate because, again, my wording isn't that great, but I'll make do with something, I suppose. I'll probably maybe do the last science class I ever took. Actually, there's 2 science classes I haven't talked about yet. I do have to do Spanish and a few other things I have to talk about. So, don't worry. Up until Trinity Pauling graduation weekend, which is around Memorial Day weekend, you should be thoroughly entertained. But for now, all I can simply say is like, favorite, share, hit that subscribe button, follow me on social media platforms, Navigation YouTube, or whatever. Remember, you know what? That's actually one thing I want to talk about too. That's also an interesting sort of numbers thing, as long as I was just sort of thinking about numbers earlier. The first Easter video I ever did, when I started making videos way back in 2018, was day 91, right? Today is 1190. I just find it really cool because both those numbers do have 9 and 1 in them. Just sort of a little fun fact for you. So, yeah. So, the first Easter Sunday I did was, after 13 weeks, and this is, 100 and, gosh, like 100, over 100, hold on. What's 1190 divided by? Sorry, I'm trying to do math, hold on. Well, so, yeah, 170 weeks later. So, yeah, the first Easter Sunday was 13 weeks. This Easter Sunday is 170. Go figure. So, remember, always be the ear to lend an ear. Always have your back. Take care. Make good choices. Have a happy Easter, everyone. And he has risen. See ya.